Hello, this is the volunteer orientation for the Filipino community of Seattle's Talipapa market. Thank you for volunteering with us. Without volunteers like you, events like Talipapa could not come together, and it brings me so much pride to see how people have showed up for FCS. My name is KP Peralta, and I'm the volunteer coordinator for Talipapa. Before this, I was a social worker at FCS, serving community members across all programs. Um, my phone number is 408-813-5573. You can reach me there at any time. I will try my best to reach out to you as soon as I can. I also try to best align everyone's interests with the departments they're assigned to. And thank you so much for your flexibility and understanding. So this orientation is going to cover a couple of things: an introduction to the community center, key contacts, what to expect from FCS and staff, general expectations of volunteers, some volunteer logistics, some background on the market, and some safety planning. The Filipino community of Seattle is a social service organization. We offer programs Monday through Friday to the public free of charge, and although we are called the Filipino community of Seattle, we serve any and all individuals who walk through the doors, regardless of whether or not they're Filipino. Between our program participants, our staff, and volunteers, we are an incredibly diverse community, just like you. The Talipapa Market Cultural Festival is a project led by our small business and social arts and cultural departments, but I cannot overstate how much this event pulls together all of our departments. These departments are our senior lunch program, small business program, social arts and culture, workforce development, and youth development programs. Yeah, the community center and its staff and program participants, everybody really comes together for this event. Here are some key contacts, including, besides me, Velma Valoria. She's our FCS Community Relations Specialist and SBRN Advisor. Benny Royce Royan is our Program Director, and Jan Edrozo is our Small Business Program Manager. They are the leads for this event, and so if you see them around and need anything, they are people to go to. So, things you can expect from FCS and staff: courtesy, respect, patience, and support. And yes, we will feed you. It is the very least that we can do. Some general expectations and understandings. I'm hoping that everyone can bring kindness and a helping attitude. As volunteers and as staff, everyone is here to help each other. If anything comes up, please try your best to communicate. And thank you for being gracious with my own room for improvement for communication. And if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to reach out. Some logistics about the event. Parking at FCS is very, very limited. If you can, please try to park in the surrounding neighborhood for both days. There will be no parking available in the plaza on Saturday, and for Friday, today, we are trying to prioritize our elder guests, people who have mobility issues, to park in the parking lot. So we're asking that you extend your courtesy to the elder guests and people with mobility issues. There's no dress code. Please come as you are, but consider the weather. And there's a very slight chance of rain, but for Friday, all of our events are indoors. All of our activities are indoors. Saturday, tomorrow, it's looking like 20% chance, 25. The forecast is fluctuating, but please prepare for the weather. We will try to give you lanyards and any needed equipment for your roles. And if you need help with anything, please communicate it to a staff member. They should be wearing their lanyards or staff t-shirts. And there will be a space to keep your personal items away from guests that are coming and going. There will be a space for you to also, in that same space, you'll be able to just relax, get away from engaging with people if you need some quiet space. And yeah. So here's the main entrance of the community center. It's on the northeast corner of the building. It's where everyone, guests, volunteers, staff, performers, and etc., should come and go from. And that entrance helps us control the flow of traffic and stay aware of who our attendees are. So to talk about a Talipapa, what is Talipapa? It's a temporary makeshift market that sells food that dates back to several decades. The Talipapa market began as a modest congregation of vendors catering to the simple needs of the people. These markets have an important role as a social and economic cornerstone for the local community and is also a bridge between cultures. This is, I believe, our 4th year of having a cultural market, and yeah, a lot of people are coming through, including y'all, to make sure that the event goes off without a hitch. Friday, the schedule begins for the market itself at 5 p.m. and we have an arts and culture program beginning at 6. We have a few acts. We have our FCS Kalahi, which is our dance group. We have Duji Tahat, who is a poet. We have a musician, Rodney Tristan. Meritus Zerbano does comedy and magic. And then at 7:10, we have Bodega, who is a drag performer. Then at 7:30, we have a karaoke contest. And then starting at 8, music and dancing. And then 9 o'clock end. Last call for alcohol on Friday will be at 8:30. And I will reiterate that after I run through Saturday. So Saturday, the market opens both indoors and outdoors at 11 a.m. At noon, we will have a Zumba fitness program outside from starting at 12:30. Inside, we will have our arts and culture program start. And then at 1 o'clock, we will have a raffle and announcements. We have Dale, who's a musician, performing at 1. The senior singers from our senior program will be performing at 1:30. There will be a hip-hop performance at 2, and another drag performer will be at 2:30 on Saturday. Then from starting at 3 o'clock inside, we will have the Ihaw Jam project inside, and then outside will be Filipino games put together by our youth development program. For Saturday, alcohol last call is at 4:30, and 5 o'clock p.m. is our program end. So to reiterate the alcohol times, 8:30 on Friday is last call, and then on Saturday, 4:30 is last call for preparing for a 5 o'clock end of program on Saturday. So here is the interior of the lobby. So when you let's see, when you enter through the doors that I showed in the previous screen, this is where you come in through from the north side. Here is the check-in table, and as you come in, here is the women's bathroom, and here's the men's bathroom. A non-gendered bathroom, single stall, is upstairs, and that can be, you can get there through the stairs over here and through the stairs over here on the south end of the lobby. In the lobby, there will be the door greeters, which is here at the entrance. Registration, I believe, is here at the check-in table. And then raffle, food and drink tickets. So raffle ticket purchases, food and drink ticket purchases will be happening down here at the Merch Passport raffle purchase station. We have community partners who are tabling and resource partners who are tabling in the lobby. And yeah, that is the lobby for Friday. The flow of traffic, we hope, is that people will come through and then go into the ballroom. So here's a ramp showing where the ballroom is. The place for your things and items will be through. There's a door here that says offices only performers. It is in our boardroom, which is off the map, but in this area. So this is the ballroom. From that previous arrow, it goes into the south entrance of the ballroom. On this end, we have vendors, and inside the lower half of the ballroom, we also have vendors. On the right, we have our Karinderya, which will be selling food as well as our alcohol sales. Um, and then here is the performance stage with a few rows of seats for community members to watch the performances. Anyone who is at the ballroom entrance, we ask that you keep an eye out for anyone who's carrying alcohol. We want to make sure that alcohol stays inside the ballroom because we're defining this ballroom as our beer garden. And similar to the lobby, all the flow of traffic should be in and out of here. There's an additional exit here on the bottom left on the southwest corner of the ballroom, but that should be only for emergency exits, and same here in the northeast corner. There is an exit here, but this should only be for staff and performers and emergencies. All of our guests, all of our community members should be using this as the primary way to get in and out. If your roles include AV tech, bar, performances, vendor support, and load in, load out, this is where you will primarily be located. Saturday, Talipapa Market extends to the outside, which is where our food vendors and food trucks will be situated. Here is where the food trucks are, and then along the alley is where the food vendors will be. Over here we have a jeepney which will be parked for photo op, and then another feature to note is that there is a mural on this side of the Filipino community village. At the north end and south end of the plaza, so here at the north end and down here at the south end, there will be stations where volunteers will welcome people as they come and go from our campus. Those stations will have seats and tables, and if the weather does not hold, we will be putting up some canopies. Here is the general safety plan. So in case of any kind of emergency, please go to the staff member who's closest to you. They should be wearing either their FCS t-shirts or their lanyards or some kind of clothing that shows that they are staff. First aid supplies and written safety instructions are in our building's reception office. And in case of an emergency on Friday, the emergency point of contact is Germelin Pasia. And then for Saturday, the emergency points of contact are Benny Royce Royan and Andy Borja, Kuya Andy and Kuya Benny Royce. So that is all I have for you. Please come and enjoy yourself. I hope you're able to make some time to enjoy the festival itself and not just volunteer. And if you have any questions, please reach out. And thank you for all you do for our community.